Namaskar. I'm very delighted to introduce Dr. Mohapatra. It's called Mrutyunjay Mohapatra. His name is Mrutyunjay Mohapatra. So Mrutyunjay is itself is a kind of explanation of Shiva, and Mahapatra he belongs to the state of Orissa. So it's very interesting to meet with you. You are the Director General of Indian Meteorological Department, which is doing great service to the people, and you who have been working in this sector for long, and this has taken IMD at different level. So the weather system, the warning system, nowcast, impact based, there are many uh, feather in the cap. But important to start with you as a kind of a conversation. I thought that let us start that how you thought of being a person of physics background, as a science background. You worked with the DRDO, and also you were taught for some time physics in Orissa, and now you're having as a kind of a very very challenging position of giving warning to the nation of 140 crores people. It's not a small number, and ensuring expectations and meeting expectations of every citizen, where the cyclone is happening, tsunami is happening, cloudburst is happening, climate change has also disturbed the whole weather pattern, and the reliability of such kind of things are very challenging. So it's very interesting. I'm very much thankful to you for that. You have given time to have a conversation, and this discussion we are doing for the larger audience. One, that who are managing security, safety, and also those who are managing disaster management, and common people, those who are every day interacting with the weather conditions or the climatic conditions. So now I would like to know from you how your thinking went into from physics to the DGIMT, the journey.
So thank you very much, Professor Santosh, for giving me this opportunity to speak to you. I belong to a farmer family, and also we came from a poor background from coastal Odisha. The family was dependent on agriculture, and as all of us know that Odisha being a coastal state and a state with many rivers, including 7 large rivers, it is affected every year almost by cyclones, floods, or droughts due to monsoon failure. At the same time, also, Odisha experiences thunderstorms, which is popularly called as Kal Baisakhi
Mhm.
or nor'westers, very furious, calling the death of people during the month of April, May, June. It also experiences heat waves during the summer season and cold waves during the winter season. Sometimes the tornadoes also occur. So, therefore, it is confronted almost every time by the various types of severe weather events, and especially a farmer is really devastated almost every year by these natural
Yes.
disasters in the absence of any supporting uh, background. So, with that, when we are studying, uh, I was studying in my village school. Then I came off to Bhadrak College for my college education. There I completed my BSc. So while going for the BSc, there was a number of questions whether I should go for some, um, say, engineering or say medical. Then
Very, very short after.
that everybody sort
You
think about
think
that.
about that, yes.
At that time, my father was in Calcutta. My father manages a 12-member family at that time, a joint family.
Mhm.
So what he does actually, he used to go to Calcutta in month of January after Makara Sankranti when harvesting is over. Then he stays in Calcutta, does some puja or some kind of practices which Brahmins do
Mm.
to earn some money. Or otherwise also he knows cooking. he goes for cooking in Bengali families and any functions there. Therefore, he earns something. And he sends money monthly, something at that time, say around 200 rupees. And he will be there till June 15. That is called as Raja Sankranti. That marks the beginning of agriculture season in Odisha, June 15. And of course, monsoon sets in over Odisha around 15 June. So I wrote to my father at that time whether I will apply for medical or engineering admission. Then he did not tell anything yes or no. He told, you know better the family background, you decide. Then I thought and found that you need a lot of money at that time also. Now also you need money, study engineering and medical.
Right.
Then I decided that I should concentrate on the pure science. And I liked physics. So therefore I followed with physics honors, completed BSc with a very good achievement. Then I went for MSc in physics in Utkal University, the oldest university in Odisha. And after passing out there, I got a job immediately in interim test range Chandipur, Balasore, as a scientific assistant, junior scientific assistant. So as I was thinking for job immediately because I wanted my father to take rest because he was getting older, and there was no member in the society, in the family, who was earning except these agricultural practices. And as agriculture was not helping us to survive with comfort, so I was trying to help the family. So I opted for joining the service there. So while joining there, I got one promotion also to junior scientific assistant grade 1 through competitive examinations. But still, I was not happy with the job because I wanted to go to higher, better placed. So therefore, I left when I got an opportunity to work as a lecturer in physics, being selected by the government of Odisha in Dinakrishna College, Jalesur, that is in North Odisha. So there I continued for 2 years. I was really enjoying life as a lecturer in physics, and students also liked me. But still, I wanted to go off.
The aspirations
was there, and I got selected through UPSC to join as meteorologist in India Meteorological Department in 1992. October 20, 1992, I joined.
During this period, you said that economic conditions was not favorable. Father was there and he was taking care of all the 12, 12 members family. He was there in Kolkata and you were all in Orissa. So he was working there and supporting, but still aspirations were actually coming out every moment. And when it stuck to you, I remember when we were discussing some point back, and you said that your conversation with father and the son regarding this meteorology and weather warning and all, childhood conversation. Can you share that story again for us?
Yeah. There are many incidents. I'll just tell one or two.
Yeah.
At the first instance about the aspirations or hoping for the better future, that came from my mother. And I was not a willing child to go to school because I took birth after 20 years of marriage of my parents. Yes. So therefore, I'm telling you that my father was getting older, mother also. So therefore, I wanted to get a job. So when I was not willing, but my mother decided that I should go to school. And one day she took one bamboo stick and started beating me up to half a distance to the school. I was crying with tears, but with that I began my education.
So during that time, that parents used to also scold, and not only scold but also beating.
Also beating.
We were also in the same boat.
Yes.
During that time, but these days, children are getting like a kind of a having a better life than what we had earlier.
Yeah, parents usually whatever they do for the betterment of
Better
the children.
Right.
So that we should accept that. Perhaps at that time you may not
Appreciate
that, but when you grow older, then you appreciate, just like I am appreciating now.
Yeah.
So similarly, another incident was there that uh, there is poverty, but in the poverty, we should also take care of each other. So there is a festival called Prathamashtami in Odisha. It is held around 19th or 20th November, and they are actually the son-in-law, जो भांजा बोलते हैं, he has to be honored with the new dresses by the family, and of course the first son of the family or the daughter gets the preference. So in one day, actually, there was some scarcity of money. My father brought the shirt pant for manja. He came to my house, our house, but he told my mother to give a gamcha to me because I am the elder son also. So I wore the gamcha, but I could not control myself. I started weeping, and I expressed my dissatisfaction or anguish. But afterward, when I became older, I came to know that what a great thing my parents have done at that time. What a decision they have taken at that time. That they have given preference to my cousin instead of giving preference to me. And that's the spirit of the society, that we should take care of others instead of taking care of our own children only.
So normally in the family, we take care of our own son and siblings and others. But they were teaching you indirectly that it's not we only, but it's also the cousin and others are also important.
But with respect to meteorology, I will tell you, when I was 6 years old, it was 1971, 29 October, when a very devastating cyclone affected coastal Odisha. It crossed the coast near Paradip and moved across the coastal Odisha, our district, up to West Bengal. At that time, almost 10,000 people died in Odisha. So, in the morning of 29th October, we are all sitting inside house. As I told you, it is 6 years old, and I was just going to school at the time. So I was very happy that school is closed today
because of the cyclone.
But we do not know it is a cyclone or not. But it was raining heavily. Wind was very strong. My father went outside for daily activity, and when he found that the saline water is
coming,
approaching towards the village, he rushed back. But he did not come to our house. He went to the backside of our house. He knocked at the window and told all of us that "Aap sabhi upar chale jao. All of you should go to the upper floor." It is not a pakka house. It is a mud house. But in Odisha and West Bengal, you can find out this type of houses where there will be another floor in mud, where people also sleep and people keep their materials. So by that way, we all went through a ladder. But he, in spite of that torrential rain and gale wind, he went from door to door. He called all people, "Please come to our house and take shelter here, because saline water is just inundating our village." So it is Mohapatra family. There are three family, and all have this Atughar, and these are all connected. So all about 300 people came immediately within 1 hour or so. All are drenched, all are praying God, but they are sitting silently, and we children are playing without knowing anything what is going to happen. And one of my cousin brother, he just put a roof in the thatched house, in the first floor in thatched house. Roof.
Okay.
And it is a very strong roof. And he told that if the water inundates, then we should all hang with that roof. Because that thatched house is just like V-shaped. It will not submerge. It will float in water.
So we will float with the
so that you can float and you will survive. So you see the traditional knowledge what prevailed at that time, and how the people Now today we talk about the Panchayat Raj and
Mm.
people-centric approaches for warning,
Mm-hmm.
communication,
Mm-hmm.
dissemination. At that time, this example itself suggests that my father believed at that time that mouth-to-mouth communication is also a way of warning.
Warning.
Though there was no warning at that time,
Mm-hmm.
the whatever you see, you predict.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
that was the thing what we are doing now in case of nowcasting,
Mm-hmm.
that we look at radar, and if we find out that there is a cloud, we give the warning that there will be lightning or there will be
Right.
thunderstorm.
Right.
The same approach was applied at the time when there was no such early warning. And for mitigation approach, as I told you, the houses were developed in an upper level,
Mm-hmm.
and there was another floor in the house, and thatched house was made in such a way that
And
it
it's a
can
kind of,
float.
so you all could hold that.
Yes.
Wow.
So that memory, when it continued, the devastation continued throughout the day. In the evening, the wind decreased. We all came down. When we came down, we found that there was nothing in the
There.
house.
Uh,
It was in the ground floor,
all
and most of the houses were devastated. All trees were uprooted. At that time, there was no electric pole, there was no telephone pole, therefore there was no such
that time
products there.
electricity and other things were
Nothing
not
was
there.
there. But everything was devastated. Many people went missing.
Mm-hmm.
10,000 people died at that time, as newspaper said at that time. But we do not know actually what has happened at that time. And after that, my mother and aunt came together to prepare some food in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
And we had at the time the rice, and they took the drumstick leaves.
Mm-hmm.
With the drumstick leaves and rice, we took that last meal with rice.
Oh.
After that, as you know, rice is the staple food for Odisha.
Yeah,
There was no rice, and we survived only with wheat and atta.
mm-hmm.
Because government immediately took action. The food for work started, and my uncle, son, everybody was going for food for work, and my father went to Kolkata for what I explained to you a little earlier. So by that way, the people survived at that time, but there was large malnutrition after cyclone. There was a lot of diseases. Also, some people died post disaster. All these things. So that memory and that action taken by my father at the time always triggers me that you can do anything. If you have got a will, you can do anything. So when I got the opportunity to work in India Meteorology Department, that inspiration and that devastating experience of the facing a cyclone helped us to plan and execute the early warning system in IIMD.
It's very interesting. Like during that time, we didn't have any warning system. Not much. I mean, like IMD was existing, but not that accuracy was existing. So gradually, people had their own way of survival, and they survived. And after that, you got this inspiration that yes, if X is done and life is saved, then other thing can also be taken. And if you have the जज्बा जिसको कहते हैं अगर वो हो तो we can always work and we can achieve that. So reminding that 10,000 people died during that time. Same 1999 cyclone happened. I remember I witnessed that and we went there and all the affected areas that time. I was part of the World Bank staff. So during that time, we could see the devastation and everywhere the dead bodies, carcasses, and life haywire. And after that, since then, now when we talk about Cyclone Fani, same in Orissa, so sea change, same in Hudhud, sea change, same in other cyclones, what happened in Gujarat coast, sea change. Meaning thereby the mortality which has been able to IMD because of the warning it has reduced. What would you like to say in that? How that IMD and then your leadership has also been able to do that. So IMD of today and IMD of during those days,
Yesteryears. Yeah. So you just reminded me in those days. I told the first encounter with cyclone in 1971. Then my next major encounter was 1999. At that time, I was not the same child who did not know what a cyclone is in 1971. But now the child has grown up. Child has joined IMD. Child is a meteorologist. He knows what a cyclone is. But still, the technology at that time was not sufficient,
Not sufficient.
to provide adequate, timely, accurate early warning. There was gaps. I'll just tell you one example. I was a young meteorologist. I was stationed in Bhubaneswar at that time when Odisha super cyclone on 29 October approached Odisha coast. On 28th October, in the midday bulletin when we issue, I briefed, being a local person, I was asked to brief. I briefed media, press and electronic media. At that time, of course, electronic media was very limited, but still there were one or two media. So I briefed that a very severe cyclone storm is approaching Odisha coast and it will cross the coast near Paradip. With a wind speed of, at that time, we told, say around
200 plus.
Not 200 plus, we could not tell. We could tell. We tell 160 to 180, something like that we told at that time. And thereafter, action, whatever is possible, government was taking. In the evening, when I was sitting in the house and watching one TV at that time was there, one channel was there, and they telecast that now the area cyclone center Kolkata has told that the cyclone has changed its path. And it's moving towards Sagar Island.
Yeah.
So then I got a number of phone calls, but I did not change the forecast. So I contacted at the time the cyclone running directorate in IMD. Mr. S.R. Kalsi was the DDG cyclone warning. So I contacted and told, sir, is it so, sir, now the cyclone is changing the track? Then he was surprised and he told, is it? So that means he was also not aware. So I told at that time the media and the government of Odisha that no, cyclone is not changing the track and cyclone is expected to hit Paradip. So why I told like this at the time, it is not like that I told out of the way. So we also analyzed the chart at that time with the charts. And by 28th evening, already rain has started in Paradip. Okay. Squally weather is already prevailing. So why should I tell now?
It will shift to Bengal.
Yeah, and you be relaxed, don't take any action.
Right.
So it is not a good practice of a manager.
Right.
So we told no, it is coming. And finally, in the midnight bulletin of 28th, from Delhi, they changed the forecast, and from Kolkata also, yes, it is coming to Paradip again. And finally, morning 10:30, the cyclone crossed Paradip coast with a wind speed of 260 to 280 kilometers per hour, gusting to 300 kilometers per hour. So, from this example, what I want to say that the forecast at the time was not consistent. Number one, forecast was not so accurate. Then there was large uncertainty. If I have to tell that it will cross the coast between Gopalpur and Sagar Island. So it is not possible to evacuate people of 480 kilometers.
Huge task to that local administration.
And there was no graphical representation of the area which is going to affect it. Which district will have what type of rainfall. Simply we say heavy rainfall warning, but wind is so much, what will its impact? There was no impact forecast as such as we find now. So there was lack of utilization of bulletins by the disaster managers and stakeholders and general public due to this type of lack of clarity in the bulletin at that time. Another point was that the lead period was just 24 hours before we told that it is going to hit near Paradip. Unlike now, as you are telling 5 days ahead.
But one thing which I would like, I was sorry to interrupt you here, like many a times we say that the warning issued by the IMD is so technical in language. So how the common person will perceive, during that time it was okay, but now today's, how it has improved that the understanding, if anybody is reading, एक साधारण आदमी भी पढ़ता है तो उसको लगता है हाँ मुझे ये करना चाहिए. So how do you see that?
See, so as I told, this year it was also a problem. The utilization of the informations. If information is not in the language of the people, if the information is not in the way in which the person can understand, if the information is not able to trigger the person to take actions, then information becomes useless. The communication does not mean the communication of the bulletin by wire or by telephone or by telefax. No. The communication is a larger aspect where whatever we communicate, that should be fully understood. It should be actionable. So when I was called to Delhi, I came here in 2005, but I was given responsibility fully for cyclone warning and division to bring out the reforms in 2007. So at that time, I decided that I should first look at all types of cyclonic systems available in the world, and let us have a benchmarking. So at the time, Dr. Ajit Tyagi and Dr. Salesh Naik, Secretary MIS, they believed me. And Dr. Salesh Naik especially told me, you prepare the vision document. And Dr. P.S. Goel, I gave presentation, initially he doubted at that time whether he can do all these things, what he is telling. But finally it was done and he appreciated. So what I want to say that we prepared a vision document at the time 2010 released and valid for 2020. We told 40% improvement in forecast accuracy and other respects by 2020. But actually by 2013, I will say it was more than 40% or even 100% forecast accuracy. The third cyclone which I came through and it was a major breakthrough, that was the cyclone Phylline in 2013. So when entire world gave the forecast that it will become 340 kilometers per hour, and people are believing USA at that time, not India.
Right. I was
not India.
Yes.
Because India Meteorology Department does not have that type of capability to create a confidence in
But I
people.
remember during that time, you can complete your
Yes.
story. That time, Mr. Rathore was the DG.
DG, yes.
So I spoke to him. I was going for a TV
Yes.
channel, and I spoke that every global meteorologist, they are saying that India is giving under warning.
Yes.
And then he said, you go and tell, and India is correct, and they were going on the path. Our warning man, he took your name.
Yes.
That Mr. Mohapatra has given me this confidence to
Yes.
say that yes, you can go and tell that India is not given under warning.
Yes.
And you please complete.
No, that's
Sorry.
right. You're right. So therefore, we are all confronted, and I was also feeling what will happen. Okay, it is 11th October, the night.
Yes.
Actually, I cannot sleep. I could not sleep. So I told Dr. Rathore Saab, sir, if required, I will disturb you at night. But I did not disturb. Early morning, he also came, and I came, and whatever we predicted by early morning, the Joint Economic Center USA changed the forecast, and what we told, they have given the same forecast. And forecast realized in 12th October around 8:30 in the evening, the cyclone crossed near Gopalpur as per our forecast.
So that was you say, as a watershed and a landmark, as a land.
Yeah, as a watershed for India Meteorological Department. Establishing IMD as a leading cyclone warning center in the world.
Yeah.
I was called in international workshop for tropical cyclones to give a special presentation on cyclone Phylline. Then for the first time, my photograph appeared in the media at that time. Yes. I was a scientist only, very junior officer. But I was appreciated, and that gave a boost. I was called by the Planning Commission, Dr. Kasturi to explain how it has happened and what is going to happen, and what is your future plan, what is to be done.
I remember one of the meetings of Kasturi when we were talking about that impact-based warning system and all.
Yeah.
So that was you say that water, and now today, India has gone on another feat, and you have been confirmed IMD, and you under your leadership as UN Sasakawa Award, and you are also part of the president of the World Meteorological Organization. So two things together. One is that you are playing the key role in India, improving India's warning system, where that accuracy, the deviation should be at a zero tolerance, kind of. We can say there should not be any deviation of observed path and the actual warning path. So there you reach to this levels that we are saying that disaster mortality has increased substantially.
Yeah, at the outset, I should dedicate this recognition of conferment of the UN Sasakawa Award to all the people of the country, including the political leadership and also all government agencies, non-government agencies, and all capacity building agencies, like your role in NIDM and your support always, and individual institutes, organizations. So many people, including Minister of Earth Sciences and our organizations within IMD, each and every person. So if you look at that award, it recognizes the work done towards science for the people.
Science for the people.
And the previous question, what you asked, that what we have done. So we have tried this one, that the cyclone warning has been made simpler. Cyclone warning has been made actionable. Now the impact based forecast in color coded format with village level assessment of the what is going to happen in terms of inundation, in terms of winds, in terms of the heavy rainfall, in terms of the storm surge is being generated. How much loss will be expected in the agricultural field, in the electric poles, in the telephone poles, in road, bridges, culverts, etc., has been developed with the help of the development of dynamic composite risk atlas has come up in the country. So this has helped the government to assess what is the loss expected. So earlier, I'll tell you, US was the only country which was providing the loss forecast. But at present, in cyclone field, in India, we have a loss forecast. Not only in terms of quantity of loss, but also in terms of the loss in terms of rupees. So on other way, you can say this is a risk financing. Now, once we are evaluating the risk based on hazard vulnerability, where socioeconomic conditions also taken into consideration and hazard quantification also is
So
done.
parametric insurance is totally based on your weather.
Yes, yes.
So everything will
Yes.
come to you.
Yes.
That's one of the parameters. How much the rainfall.
Yes.
What are the criteria, and then the payout
Yes.
would be.
So that is one thing, science for the people. Second point is that it is the democratization of science. So Sasaka was emphasis on that. So when I say democratization of science, that means science or the field, weather and climate science, should be for the people. So that means my warning information should be oriented in such a way that it is for the people. Then it is of the people. Of the people means that people's all feedbacks should be taken into consideration. They should feel that, yes, it is mine. So when we go for registering each and every person on the coast, fishermen, farmers, anyone can register with IMD and get the informations. So they feel that it is their system. In addition to that, we have got the crowdsourcing. Anyone can inform us when it is raining or what is the temperature, etc. They are feeling. They can take a photograph. They can also send us. So all these aspects will be taken into consideration. Accommodated in the information. Yes. Yes. Third point is that by the people. So by the people means actually through this feedback mechanism, I should mention here that I am really grateful to each and every one. I have got even the suggestions or recommendations by a very common man. They have suggested, for example, sometimes, see, it is very difficult to understand, somebody will tell. Someone will say that, no, your bulletin was not received. So then I'll go and tell, for example, common alert protocol, bulletin sometimes got delayed. So now we told that there will be thunderstorm, but after thunderstorm only bulletin is received by the people. So that information given by the common man helps to introduce the mechanism where now NDMA has introduced so that it can go in time.
So this is very interesting, like when we said that for the people, and you see the popular perception of the people in India for the Mausam Vibhag. We say that no warning, क्या कि मौसम विभाग जिस समय कहे कि बारिश होगी तो बारिश नहीं होगी, जिस समय कहेंगे बारिश होगी तो बारिश नहीं होगी, और होगी तो नहीं होगी, तो kind of a dilemma. So the trust of the people in the warning was not there, but now perception is gradually changing. So accuracy is getting maintained, but how this perception will further actually strengthen that in terms of the reality, that reality is different, perception is different. So popular people's perception can have this, can change this perception, and they can trust on the day-to-day kind of life of the people. You can take decision individually also.
You are right. So when we took over this exercise of bringing out a paradigm shift in cyclonic system, the first and foremost I told you the benchmarking. Then we fixed the target fixing. Then third one we went for the planning and strategy. We developed the strategy, and accordingly augmentation of the technology was taken up. Say in terms of at that time the automated weather stations was not there. Only 125 we started. Now we have got more than 1,200 automated weather stations. Automatic rain gauges was very few. Now we have got more than 6,700 rain gauges which are being used every day to prepare the rainfall informations. By that way, in the satellite, in 99, if you look at, we are getting every 3 hour one picture, and that picture also we are taking a printout in a sodium paper, you cannot find out which is the convective cloud and which is not. It is very difficult. But now you have got complete digital system, satellite based, and we have got 2 satellites now, where every 15 minutes you are getting a satellite picture.
Normally, in the public people, they say the satellite has a longer orbit to cover, so it will not come as a kind of a real time. And you are saying 15 minutes.
Now we are cascading, we are 15 minutes. But thing is that, yes, to some extent that is true, because satellite is looking at from 36,000 kilometer height.
Right.
So resolution is not so good as compared to radar. At that time, we did not have any digital radar, Doppler radar. Another radar was there in Paradip, that also stopped working when cyclone came. But now we've got 45 radars in the country. It's a big, covering 85% of the area. Yeah. Okay, so therefore the Doppler radar not only provides you only the image of the cloud, but also provides you the wind speed, it provides the rainfall expected, everything. So it can provide to nowcast. Very high tech. Yes. Similarly, now communication. At the time, I remember when I was there, telegram was being sent to collect the information, also to disseminate the warning. It was taking 5 to 6 hours. If I, for example, from Bhubaneswar, I sent a telegram to district collector in Baripada, Mayurbhanj district, or Honorable President's district, it was taking at that time 5 hours. Okay, but now, because of the social media, because of the digital media, because of all the revolution in IT, we are able to reach instantly. Then what happened actually? At that time, bulletins were only in English. But now you have the bulletin every language. Every language.
Yeah, so this is a big dent. So now you said about the technology and the dimensions, the radar, Doppler radar, how it is being that rain gas system is actually density is very high. Now you can get the information. One very important, like today we are talking about the advent of technology in a multiple form, like artificial intelligence is one, big data is another one. So like this cloud computing is other. Third is also as a coming of as a kind of big data bank. How do you see that AI is being most talked about?
Yeah.
So how artificial intelligence is going to influence or enhance the capacity of IMD further?
Right. So in 1999, we did not have any model. There was one model called as the climatology and persistence. And based on historical data, you can find out how the cyclone will move. Based on persistence, and during past 24 hours how the cyclone has moved, you can tell how it will move for next 24 hours. And people utilize both climatology 50% weightage, persistence 50% weightage, finally they prepare. So therefore at that time there was no track forecast, there was no intensity forecast as we are providing now. But gradually with the adoption of various numerical weather prediction models, now we have got around 7 numerical weather prediction models which are running in IMD, morning and evening, sometimes 4 times a day, to provide forecast up to 7 days.
Okay.
In addition to that, we have got an extended range forecast model which provides forecast for next 4 weeks. For example, today I was telling that we are expecting a low pressure area around 25th and it will become a depression around 27th while moving west-northwestwards. Another system we are expecting the next week. So next 2 weeks forecast we are able to provide. So it gives a clue to take the anticipatory actions by the concerned state governments and the stakeholders. So with that, we have come up a long way, and there has been very pinpointed forecast accuracy for which cyclone warning has been recognized globally and nationally also. And सबसे important बात ये कि loss of lives has been reduced, being zero in Viparjaya in 2023 and zero in Dana 2024. But as far as technology is concerned, technology is an evolving process. Adoption of technology, innovation in technology is always going. And in the field of cyclone, globally, whenever any new technology has come up, it has been tested in cyclone. Because cyclone is a killer. But now, of course, it is not a killer.
Globally also there is a to kill. Yes. But we are taking care of it because of the advanced warning.
Yes.
We are taking care of lives of the people.
Yes. So considering that and consider the fact that we have got a large data set from 1891 we have got cyclone data. From 1901 we have got digitized rainfall data. From 1983 we have got our satellite data. From 2002 we have got Doppler radar data. So I will say it is the storehouse of data. And when people talk about the artificial intelligence and machine learning, it is nothing but a data science. The data-driven model is the key to find out various solutions which is not being sorted out by the physical models which we are utilizing at present. For example, we have got a physical model which has got a resolution of 12 kilometers, and this time we have introduced Bharat Forecast system 6 kilometers. But if you look at the size of a panchayat, it is about 6 kilometers, 5-6 kilometers. So therefore, if you want to give a forecast at village level, you cannot give the forecast with this physical model. Number one. Number two, if you want to give a forecast, for example, for a farmer or for a salesman or for a street vendor, their requirement is different. So therefore, your forecast which is being generated by the physical models may not be tuned with the requirements of the individual users. The AIML is such a platform which guarantees or which provides a hope that
It's a
you
kind
can
of
downscale
to
the forecast to village level.
each one's
Yes,
need.
and also you can provide the requirement of each one's.
So this is very interesting induction. If
Yes.
AI and machine learning, big data, all this combined together, and which is you are saying the cyclone
Already
is
we are
one-
working towards
already
that.
working
Yeah.
on it. So
AI
this-
model is being utilized at present in
oh,
cyclone warning also.
yeah, and you are saying that it has a potential
Yes.
to actually give the classified information in terms of like everyone for all categories.
Yes.
If you are a farmer, this is the information. If you are a trader, this is the, if a salesperson.
But it is a huge work.
Huge
It
work,
has to be worked out.
of course.
And it cannot be done by IMD only. So therefore, we go for collaboration. I'll tell you the success story what has been seen in India with respect to cyclone warning is based on a certain key parameters. One is the introduction of new and innovative technologies. Second one is the technical methods. We are not those who are adopting only those conventional methods. We have adopted the new methods. And we went for the digital track forecasting, intensity forecasting, up to 7 days forecast is being generated, up to 15 days forecast we are giving. Similarly, next is the collaboration. We went for national and international collaboration. So therefore, with respect to AI also, we have to collaborate. So therefore, we have gone for collaboration with IITs, triple ITs, and many organizations, universities within MOES, outside MOES, so that we can develop all these AI-based tools which will complement these physical models. These two are not different from each other. They will work with each other just like a dual engine and solve the requirements in the coming years. When you say, for example, say next 5 years or 10 years, as the IT is developing, as the technology is developing, I am sure that at present, whatever forecast are providing at block and panchayat motion seva we have introduced now, we have to go to village level. So for that purpose, this combination of AI/ML models and physical models will be key to success.
So this very at this point, one thing which is coming to my mind. So IMD has gone kind of from X to Y level. Y level where global recognition, Sasakawa Award, and that you have already said that's I really feel proud to say that yes, being part of this whole system, the country has got this, and your leadership helped in taking that. And globally, people have recognized that Indian Meteorological Department, UN has also mentioned many times, and many documents also referred that Indian Meteorological Department has been able to demonstrate technology, accuracy, and so on and so forth. One thing which is coming to my mind at this juncture, that can this also be a kind of a good service area for the business community, say corporate decisions, supply chain management. uh, Normally people see as a IMD is a kind of a informing about weather, and that's all, and the disaster, that's all, and it is the time to. So how this will get as a kind of a new business thinking, as a kind of a honorable Prime Minister is saying 2047 is our that's a very big ambition of India, and he has given the kind of a vision. So how we are thinking to cater into a business modeling also, in terms of if any PSUs is looking after, any business entrepreneur looking after this, how you see as a kind of information system for maintaining their business and also supply chain management, these information model will work.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Santosh. Actually, there was a paradigm shift in 2019 when I took over. We introduced the impact-based forecast. I should thank you also, because in every opportunity you raised this point in various fora, and we accepted that. And it was a need of the hour to provide the impact-based forecast. Unless you predict the impact, simple weather forecast will not be very much useful by the business community or by the simple disaster managers or by the common people. That impact-based forecast is now being provided at district level, and also all cities and towns, major cities and towns. So while doing so, there is a need of socioeconomic parameters. There is a need for geospatial informations, and also you need for meteorological hazards, and also the hazards which are triggered by meteorology, but the geophysical hazards or the hydrological hazards. And most of the hazards are multi-hazardous in
Yeah,
nature.
yes.
There is perhaps no such hazard which is singular in nature.
Right, right.
So therefore, there is a need for collaboration. There is a need for interoperability. So we are working towards that, and already we have achieved a lot with respect to tropical cyclones, but with respect to heavy rainfall, with respect to thunderstorm, with respect to heat wave, with respect to cold wave, with respect to
So, do you have any specific program for public education? You said that for science for the people. So,
yes,
people, I'm considering myself to the any any citizen and also the business
yes, yes,
community.
yes,
So, do you have any public education program or thinking of that kind of to understand what is
yes,
the
yes,
weather
yes,
and how that weather
yeah,
is important for all of us
yeah.
as a decision making tool?
Yeah, certainly. We need capacity building of not only IMD but also the
Yeah,
users.
users.
Then we conduct training workshops, and we conduct user orientation workshops, and that has to be enhanced, and that has to be carried out in a vigorous manner, considering the demand and supply, as you
Yeah.
told at present. Due to the increase in forecast accuracy, demand has increased.
Mm.
Everybody now expects that even if someone is going for his son's marriage or daughter's marriage, he's asking about what is the weather forecast.
Mm.
If somebody is planning to visit, for example, Kedarnath, he is also asking for weather forecast. Or somebody is going to coastal area, he's also asking what is the route,
This
all
is
these
very good
things.
kind of
Yeah. So
interesting
therefore, now
development.
people have shown interest
Interest.
to utilize the weather information, to mainstream the weather information in their activities. Similarly, the case with respect to all types of business partners, I will tell you.
Mm.
And to just highlight this point, I want to say that weather has been declared as a commodity
Mm.
by the National Stock Exchange, NCDX, MCX, etc. They have come for memorandum of understanding with IMD. We are providing the data so that it can be part of the business decisions. Regional Reserve Bank of India has also signed an MOU 2 years back with IMD. Earlier, they were taking information, all the planning at the level of the Reserve Bank of India and all
There's
associated
a one.
banks are now being taken based on the weather and climate information or predictions being provided by IMD. Now, from that, let us go to very small level,
Level,
like
yes.
say, for example, street vendors.
Uh,
In Delhi, in the last heat wave season, the Street Vendors Association came to me. Rickshaw Pullers Association came to me. They wanted that we need forecast for Delhi.
this is very, very interesting
Yes, we are
information.
sending forecast, but
Uh,
they wanted forecast specific for them,
mm.
and we provided. Immediately, I agreed, and next day we provided the forecast. We prepared a WhatsApp group. Now also forecast is being delivered to them. It goes to Domestic Workers Association,
Mm-hmm.
it goes to Street Vendors Association, and it goes to Rickshaw Pullers Association. These three associations, they are taking this information for Delhi, and they have given the assurance that this service will be extended to all the cities.
So I think over this camera also, I would
Yes,
request, since we are dealing with the private security agencies also, like I come from now, International Institute of Security and Safety Management.
yes,
And as per the government of India is concerned, after post Sindoor, and during the Sindoor also, the Sindoor operation, it was decided by the government that everyone should get trained into war preparedness and also community level civil defense kind of a training. So, private security agency, which is running into 90 lakhs in number, likely to grow up more than 1.5 crores by in 10 years of time. So, how that this Indian Meteorological Department information, those who are there manning very vital installations in the country. So, how do you see that private security agencies can actually capitalize this information in planning in the national security role and also in the role of saving the life and property as a kind of a total loss prevention approach? So, how do you see that they can, if not others, we can always be part of that. I can
yes,
making a demand to you.
yes,
So
yes.
maybe warning can be
It is
sent us.
really, it is really important. It is very heartening that you are leading such an organization which is thinking about the internal security. So I'll be happy to inform you that IMD also provides the information to all our forces, armed forces, then Indian Navy, and also Indian Air Force, all the strategic areas. forecasts are provided by IMD. So there is a need to augment it. There is a need to build the capacity of the people safeguarding us near the border, and I'll be happy to work with you for that.
So grateful.
Yes.
So thank you so much for this assurance. I have two more questions. One is about that you mentioned about that role of Indian Meteorological Department. You emphasize on cooperation, cooperation and cooperation, collaborate, collaborate and collaborate. It's not going to be as a kind of a one department show. It's a multi
Yes.
sectoral and multi institutional. Large number of capacity building needs are there, which is emerging to people understand that warning and act on the warning. It's not that many a times when you give warning to the state governments and also to various agencies, and when we see the television channel and the discussions which keeps going on in this, that time that information is always quoted as misquoted. How do you see this as a challenge can be resolved with the some understanding with the government, state governments or other agencies, not only the state government alone, but other agencies whom you are giving this warning?
Yeah. So it is a communication problem. As I told a little earlier, that the communication should be authentic,
Mm.
the communication should be actionable, and communication should be believable. So what happens actually, earlier, IMD used to provide one information after finalizing the decision around midday of the day, then another information in the evening. In between, everything happens, whatever happens, IMD does not speak anything.
Mm.
So what we have done at present, that we have told, or I have told to my colleagues, the smartness is key to success. It is not a fire and forget. Once there is a weather situation, you have to be behind it. You have to be in your toe. Continuous monitoring is very much essential.
Mm.
And information distribution should also be continuous.
Mm.
So in that directions, the social media
Mm.
is also helping us. And the collaboration with various media channels, collaboration with our government channels like All India Radio, Doordarshan, etc., is also helping towards that. Every 3 hours, now we are providing information which is called as nowcast, and this information is being provided in local language,
Mm.
and it is being provided not only to state government but also through mass media, through
So
WhatsApp group.
everybody,
Everybody
even
is
if the
getting
government
care of
misses
that.
out, then
Yes,
somebody else is there to inform.
yes, somebody else
Uh,
has to
so
inform.
all redundancy is
Yeah.
taken care of.
So what you told, this misquote or rumors happens when there is no authentic voice from the agency.
Agencies,
So
I
that we
agree.
are trying,
Mm.
so that our voice should be heard.
Mm.
There could be some
Yeah.
rumor,
But
but we should avoid that.
so this is giving a leading question. Sorry, I was just extending my one time.
Yes.
The extending is that when misinformation these days, because of the social media AI, many of the images which came from the Uttarakhand or many this Himachal or also from JNK, it was generated by AI. It was not actual picture, but it is generating that devastation is to be. So misinformation is coming as a big challenge, and then whom to believe, whether X video is right or Y video is right. It's a popular.
Yeah, this is
So
another adverse impact of the technology.
yeah.
So to do that, what we do actually, we prepare immediately after any event. We prepare immediately a report, and we are sharing the report to the media and to the government, so that they can utilize the information
Like suppose
to
I see
counter.
that this kind of where I should go as a common person that to verify whether this is the original video or this is another video. So we should go straight away to the IMD site and get verification. So that kind of a video you don't upload.
Yeah, we have put up the telephone number of all our offices and officers, which is available, even mobile numbers. So, in case anyone faces any such rumor, or he has to examine the fact, they can contact our office. They can get the information. Number one. Number two is that we voluntarily also prepare the report as and when such type of event occurs. It is shared in the website and also in the
So these
various
are
WhatsApp
the,
groups.
but the Disaster Management Act also empowers those who are making such kind of a rumor. they are punishable under the court of law.
Yes.
So this is to be given that larger message. There's don't play with this kind of information as a time and comes to the disaster and national security.
You are right.
Yeah.
It deals with the
It
security.
deals with the security.
Yes.
So it's not that anybody can make a video,
Yes.
use AI and they should know that this is not allowed in the. So last question. So when it comes to the formal questions, that Honorable Prime Minister has given 2047 as a big agenda for to everyone. So what are the key things which IMD is looking into as a kind of a future direction way forward?
We have given a slogan, Har Har Mausam, Har Ghar Mausam. The target is that each individual household should have the access to weather and climate information for his daily activity, for his activities planned for this year or next year or few days, so that he can minimize the losses due to the various types of weather hazards and climate hazards, number one. Number two, he can maximize the utilization to optimize their activities so that his outcome in any initiative is also increased by multiple ways. So objective is that the time when we reach 2047, this Amrit Kal, we should be prepared with this objective that every household should have the information to deal with all types of weather and climate hazards, and also to prepare themselves to take actions to not only safeguard life and property, but also improve the socio-economic conditions. It is mainly because we are moving in an era where there is a climate change. And because of the climate change, the frequency, duration, intensity of extreme weather events are also increasing. At the same time, the socio-economic condition of the country is also improving. We are moving towards $3 trillion, $5 trillion economy. So therefore, more the economy or better the economy, better is the stake due to the disasters. So therefore, we have to take extra measures to minimize the impact on our belongings. So towards that direction, if you look at any developed country like US, you will find that every individual will have, or some individual will have their automated weather station, the courtyard. So I look towards this direction. The day will come in 2047 or before that even. Every individual person will be a citizen scientist. Will be utilizing this information. They will be developing the data, and that will be shared by India, shared with the India Meteorological Department, because country is very big. And if you want to provide information at household level, we will also need that type of data. You cannot be limited only up to Panchayat Raj system, up to Panchayat level. No, you go below.
Yes.
So that is the requirement, and I am sure when we go to 2047, it will be completely democratized. Yes.
That's very good vision.
Yes.
And everything happens, and you
not only that, the forecast, for example, what we are giving now, say now for cyclone forecast, we are providing 5 days track and intensity forecast, and next 2 weeks we are providing where genesis will take place. But by that time, perhaps it will be 1 month ahead. You will say, and perhaps here 15 days ahead, you will tell how will the track, when the track. That is a pre-genesis. We have started already pre-genesis track forecast and this forecast. But by the time, perhaps 1 week before, you will say, yes, cyclone will develop, say near Myanmar coast, and it will move and cross such and such district of Andhra Pradesh on such and such date and such and time, and 15 days ahead. Maybe that is possible when you reach towards 2047.
And what about this? You said this as a challenge. I'm asking. So, like cloud burst is as a phenomena of every day. It has become in this monsoon time, and in the hills, it is very difficult to give this kind of a warning system for leading to cloud bursts. So how do you see that in the future, in your program? It is going as a kind of a priority area. So as a cloud burst can also be predicted, and warning is given well in time.
Cloud burst is certainly a priority area because as the climate changes, the convective process in the atmosphere gets enhanced. And this cloud burst is nothing but a convective process where there could be rainfall of 10 centimeters in 1 hour. That means just heavy downpour. Isliye we tell that badal fata. Okay. So towards the direction, another point I want to say, cloud burst is a very small phenomena with a size of about say
very
few kilometers, very localized, and time also very short. So therefore, to detect such phenomena, you should have very dense observational network.
Oh.
So we are increasing the observational network. For next 5 years, plan is that every
The
panchayat should have
mountain
photo
is also
yes.
changes in every
Yeah.
terrain.
But when you go to hilly areas like
India.
Himalayas or the Western Ghats or Eastern Ghats, where it is data sparse, so you have to depend upon not only the actual observations from the ground, that is ground truthing, but also you need remote sensing. One remote sensing is there, the radars. We can put radars. It is very easy to put radars with investment, and we are going for that. At present, we have got 45 radars. We are planning to have 75 radars during next 2 years.
Oh,
And total will be 126 radars for us by 2027. I am hoping so. So thereafter again process will continue.
process continue, yes.
But with that again what happens, there are certain areas where you do not have population, like say upper reaches of Himalayas, where cloudbursts can occur, and that cloudburst can trigger mudslides, landslides, also,
but that's also getting into
glow-off, then can cause devastation, and also riverine flooding. So rivers like Ganga and Yamuna or Kosi, any rivers coming from that can have the flooding even if you do not have rain in the lower catchment. So therefore, you need also enhanced remote sensing. At present, whatever satellite system we have, they are not capable to detect the cloudburst because of the poor resolution. Certainly, Indian Space Organization is planning towards that. INSAT-4 series we are
they have
expecting.
their own disaster support system program
Yes.
also.
So we have to also therefore parallelly, apart from the IMD's development, there should be parallel development for remote sensing, so that we can have, for example, we can have the 500-meter resolution of the satellite, so that you can have every pixel with resolution of 500 meters can detect the reflective clouds, and that can be utilized in nowcast models, and hence forecast can be provided.
We are always using nowcast model for the general public. Can you
explain? Yeah, nowcast is nothing but a very short range forecast. At present, we are providing say 3 to 6 hours in advance. Sometimes there could be half an hour in advance. It is being provided for anywhere in the country every 3 hours, and it is followed up every time. We provide in this information what has occurred in the immediate past and what is going to occur in the next 3 to 6 hours. It is with respect to the heavy rainfall, with respect to the heat wave, with respect to cold wave, thunderstorms, etc. Especially for heavy rainfall and thunderstorm, it is very much useful because these events are very short-lived and very localized. So this nowcast will be a key towards the weather management in future. And in the mission motion, what we have taken up, there the special target has been to ensure nowcast, more accurate nowcast. This deployment of Doppler radar and deployment of automated engages what we are planning, wind profilers, microwave radiometers will help us to have very highly localized severe weather monitoring and hence nowcasting up to 3 hours at least. So objective is that no severe weather should go undetected and unpredicted by nowcasting during next 5 years.
Great achievement. So seeing all that discussion which we had, and I'm very confident that in people of India will feel very kind of a composed and is a kind of the confidence, the kind of product which IMD is giving and services which are providing to the people, and also to the vital installations. And you said that army, security, everything, so that people should not think that IMD is a kind of a just a weather station and that give the warning to the people. It's a huge role which IMD is playing, and that is why the biggest part which we say as a kind of a reducing total loss prevention, where the property is still as a concern, but the life has been reduced to zero from 13,000-14,000 deaths in one of the cyclonic events and all. Many more to go as a kind of Honorable Prime Minister's 2047 and also the IMD's own plan for the cloud burst and also that heat wave, climate change and all. So collaborate, collaborate, collaborate. But one thing remains unattended. I would ask you that in the patriarchy, what happens? The better half is always not recognized. You have gone to from that village boy, from there your journey started, and you became the Director General of IMD, President of the this World Meteorological Organizations. What about your wife? What kind of a support has been? Whether it would have been possible without her support? So I would request you to also recognize, just mention first, tell about her name, what is her name, and then as a kind of a, please.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Professor Santosh sir. Yeah, as you told, it is not possible to reach to such a position which I did not dream even when I was a child or when I joined IMD. So it is impossible because of the cooperation and collaboration of all, I will say, apart from God's grace, my parents' blessings. But as far as life partner is concerned, her contribution is also unique.
Mm.
Without her support and cooperation, it could not be possible to deliver the service what I could do today. Certainly, I owe to her, and she
Her
is
means what is her
Dipti
name?
Mohapatra.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, and I want to say that we always felt like uh, moving together,
Mm.
taking care of
Each
not
other,
only each other but also care of others.
others.
As I told, I
Mm.
belong to a joint family,
Hmm.
so there are
Her
expectations,
role has
and
been
also there are
immense.
obligations from me
Mm.
also.
Hmm.
So she has been an ideal partner, I will
Mm.
tell you, to take care of everything. Truly speaking, I do not think about neither immediate family nor extended
Extended
family.
family.
She takes care of everything, and she informs me. I usually agree.
So great. My
The
salute to
next
her.
point I want to
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
that my parents also stay with me.
Uh-huh.
So she used to take every care
Mm.
of my parents. And my father is no more at present. My mother is still staying. She is 93
Mm-hmm.
with
Okay.
me in Delhi. And she is just like a daughter. She
Nice.
takes care of everything of my mother. And she also always remembers Dipti. Without
Yeah.
Dipti, she will feel lonely.
Lonely. Yes.
And so
Yes.
therefore, they have developed that type of
Bondage.
bondage.
Yeah. So that's
So really, I am thankful to everyone for the contributions and
so
whatever has been
my
achieved so
heartfelt
far.
thanks to Dipti Mahapatra, madam,
Thank you, thank you.
for this and also supporting the great scientist, which we say that India is breaking about this, the improving everyday warning. So, on behalf of International Institute of Security and Safety Management, I extend my gratitude and thanks to you for your valuable time and also telling about that how meteorological services can actually have the potential to change the socioeconomic situation of the country, that $1 trillion economy which we are aiming to. It has a lot of role to play in business also. Instead of one is that saving life is one, but also guiding business like corporates and other PSUs and so on
Yeah.
and so forth, including individual saying that the hawker to everyone kind of
Yes.
those people are expecting some information. So I would certainly like to also get those information as part of the disseminating it to the private security agencies, which can help them to reorganize their work. I'm grateful to you once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Thank you
much,
so
Professor
much.
Saf.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much.
Thank you.